This is Rath Yatra, the sacred chariot festival of Lord Jagannath, a symbol of inclusion, devotion, and unity. But what if I told you a temple festival once shook the foundations of the British Empire? Today we take you back to a time when Rath Yatra threatened an empire. How Rath Yatra terrified Britishers. The famous Rath Yatra in Odisha's Puri was a symbol of inclusivity. Lord Jagannath did not belong to just one community or one class or one creed. It belonged to everyone, and this inclusivity threatened the British Empire, which prospered on a divide and rule policy. The Rath Yatra emerged as a movement of people, of faith and of unity at a time when the British Empire divided India by caste, religion and region. Lord Jagannath was worshipped by kings and commoners alike. Non-Brahmin priests, tribal devotees, women, men, everyone was a part of it, and that terrified the British. How did the British try to break this unity? Rath Yatra's mass appeal and harmony shook the British Empire, and this panicked them. So the British Empire resorted to spreading myths about the Yatra. Missionaries like Claudius Buchanan painted Lord Jagannath as bloodthirsty idol. They claimed people were throwing themselves under the chariot. They termed the religious procession a juggernaut, a word the British coined to describe something unstoppable and dangerous. In fact, the empire got so threatened by the Rath Yatra that they tried to shut it down indirectly. First, they captured Odisha in 1803 and took over the Jagannath temple. Then they imposed pilgrim taxes up to ₹10 per person, a huge amount back then, which rendered them a profit of lakhs. Next, the British banned lower castes like Namashudras and Doms. Not only this, they issued permits, identity checks and police barriers, turning the festival into a surveillance event. How Rath Yatra inspired the Swadeshi movement. But these restrictions did not stop the Indians either. Instead, what the Indians did next was awe-inspiring. By the early 20th century, nationalist leaders were deeply moved by the Rath Yatra and used to awaken the masses against the Britishers' brutal regime. In the wake of the 1857 revolt, the British grew wary of large gatherings such as the Rath Yatra and attempted to surveil it. But the nationalists did not stop. During the Swadeshi movement, Jagannath became a symbol of unity. Speeches during the Yatra drew parallels between Krishna's war against Adharma and India's fight against colonial rule. Even Gandhi's Salt March mirrored this, walking together in devotion and defiance. The Jagannath temple's priest Chakhi Khuntia, who was also the family priest of none other than Rani Lakshmi Bai of Jhansi, too did not sit back. Instead, he revolted against the growing British brutality. He incited rebellion among the Indian soldiers against the British despite being jailed multiple times. So, did the British Empire succeed? Not at all. Thus, they relinquished the temple and gave it back to the Rajas. But even then, they kept a firm grip on its finances, taxes, and crowd control. But by 1833, the Court of Directors of East India Company began to feel uncomfortable. They wrote, "We cannot make a profit from practices we deeply disapprove of." So, eventually, the pilgrim tax was abolished and their control over the temple ended. As the chariots roll once again through the streets of Puri, their journey carries centuries of struggle, faith, and triumph. The British taxed, surveilled, and feared the Rath Yatra, but they could never stop it.